going on, everyone? I am in my VR. I am playing the Oculus, and we're in a game called Vtol. It's a really cool flight simulator-ish game. It's like an arcade simulator kind of mix. So right now you're looking at me, obviously. I will switch it back and forth between this view and this view. And we'll do a 60 FPS so you can kind of see a little bit closer to the screens and stuff. More of what I'm seeing. So we'll stick with this camera view until we get things started. So we already got the main battery on. That's how I'm running the this screen. So we're in the FA-26, I think it was. I don't know the specs of these planes or really the proper way to fly them, so don't expect any perfection. I figured what I'd do today is fail epically and do a little bit of carrier landing practice. So this ought to be good. So we're going to go ahead and kick on that APU and you'll hear it revving up. Beautiful plane. Actually, we're going to pop the canopy here, listen to her start up. So, alright, we're going to start with engine number 1. And engine number 2. Alright, we'll shut the APU off. Drop that canopy down. Alright. I think me and my little buddy over here are ready to fly. We ready to fly, my friend? Alright, let's go ahead and get some of our systems on here. So this here is like a, it's just a radar, really. It's kind of like a missile radar, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm going to kick on my fuel because I don't really need any of this other information. Not right now. So I'm going to do some practice, kind of feel out the plane. Figured I'd bring you guys along while I do that. And eventually we'll start doing missions. So let's go ahead and get this bird off the ground. I'm going to go ahead, and this is a cool feature. You can lower this, and you can put it at a really, like, kind of more of a comfortable spot. Actually, I'm going to scoot back just a little bit in my chair. I have an arm right here, so. Alright, so let's kick on the navs. Let's turn off the navs. You know what, we'll just leave it all on. Alright, let's kick off the brakes. Let's taxi out to the runway. I've got it set right now. You can have a twist. I've disabled the twist because I found myself accidentally twisting. Because obviously your hand's just hovering there. You're not actually holding anything. So I've got it set to the stick on the left hand. So basically I just turn like that, by flicking the stick. So we're just gonna taxi out here to the runway. And I figured I'd do a little bit of a kind of an impressions on the Oculus, impressions on this game and other games I've played, and some vlogging style stuff like channel updates and stuff. And things like that while I bring you along. So just taxi out on the runway here. I'm going to go flaps 1. And the whole cockpit is interactive. You see it, you can interact with it. That's what's so cool to me. It's got an autopilot system here. Alright, let's get more on that center line. I'm way off. Alright, there's the ship off our nose right there. That would be about our 11 o'clock or so. Probably closer to 12. I don't know. 12's directly ahead. Alright, let's get this bird off the ground. Just got an illumination AB. Not really sure what that's for. I'm not sure if I did something wrong. That's alright. Alright, up we go. And we're up. Bring back the power just a hair. Don't want to go too fast. Pull up the flaps and raise the gear. Alright. Well, we don't have much of a flight to do before we get to the carrier, so I think what I'll do to keep you guys from getting super disoriented, I'm going to throw on this camcorder. Hey. And I'm going to throw you right back here, right back over my shoulder. Maybe a little more. That way you can kind of see what we're doing here. Alright, let's buzz over top the carrier here. There she is. Look at that. That is awesome, man. Oh, it's got the lights on it too, like the landing. So we're gonna try to land this thing. I'm not sure. I don't know how this is gonna go. We're gonna try. Bear with me, I've kind of had a cold recently. I've been wearing a mask at work a lot, and it's kind of screwing with me a little bit, making me sniff and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the hook here when we drop the gear. I'm going to drop down to flaps 1, pull back this power a little bit. There's the boat over there. I'm going to try a couple different camera angles. Let me know what you guys like best. If you want to see out of my eyes, I can do that. If you like seeing over my shoulder, that's fine too. Because like right now, I know you might be able to see the ship. Let's get a little bit further back. We're kind of coming in hot here, so let's drop our gear, go down, hook.
Landing gear.
Yep, I know. Thank you. Clear that master caution. Alright, for those of you who don't know, when you land on a carrier, there are like cables on the back that you're supposed to hit. We're coming in sharp. We're coming in sharp. This is way off. This is not going to be a professional thing. I can tell you that now, or if you haven't noticed. Now let's go around. Let's go around. I did not feel comfortable with that. We need to come in from a further distance, maybe a higher altitude here. Alright, let's cut this bad boy. There's a lot of stuff you can do in this game. Like I said, I just I really don't want to do an entire mission and then crash when I have to land on a carrier, so I figured I'd practice up a little bit. It appears to be some other ship or something over there. It might be an oil platform or a battleship, maybe. Back that power a little bit, drop down a set of flaps. Just try to bleed off some of that power, some of that speed that I got going right now. About 413 knots. Let's bleed off some of that speed. That is a battleship of some sort. And see, this is the one problem with the over-the-shoulder cam, is you can't see what I'm looking at over there. But you're also not getting like that motion sick from me looking all over the place either. All right, let's turn here. So basically, like I was saying, there's a little hook that comes down from the back of the plane, and when you land, you're supposed to throttle up just in case you miss the cables, and the hook catches the cables, and that's what helps stop you.
Landing gear.
I gotcha. Drop that landing gear, get that last set hook. All right, let's bring her in.
Landing gear.
Thank you. Alright, we got a little bit better of approach. I have more time to think here than I did before. And the thing is, actually, that is it's got a pad on the back. You can actually probably Vtol land on it. Vtol, which is vertical takeoff and landing. Basically, yeah, instead of, running down, it's more like a helicopter where you just go straight up and down instead of, taking off like that. But we're going to come in here and try to land on this carrier. Thing is, what's tricky is the carrier is moving, so you got to adjust for that. Also, there is also another challenge I want to try to complete, which is bear with me, I'm trying to watch over the nose.
Landing
here.
gear.
Yeah, I got it. Landing gear's down, dude. Calm down. There's a refuel plane you have to actually try to dock up to. It's pretty sweet. A little pole sticks off the back and just hooks right into you and fuels you, but you have to stay with him. There we go. We got a better approach here. I got green lights. Now, I don't know if green is, I'm assuming green is good. Red's, yeah. I don't really know. I've never landed on a carrier before. All right, here we go. Let's bleed off some of that power. We're going pretty quick. Bleed off a little bit more. Up a little bit. Bring her on in. And we missed. And that is why I'm practicing, because I do not want to do an entire mission just to fail the landing portion. You know, if I'm landing on at an airport, that's one thing, but landing on a ship, whew, that's a different ball game. So there's probably going to be a lot of cutting. I may start cutting this video, like my attempts. So we'll do that. And what I'll do is, real quick, I'll switch here, and I'll put you in the same view that I'm seeing, which is smooth look. So now you're literally looking through my eyes, and this is pretty much the field of view that I see. A little bit out of my peripherals that you probably don't see, but not too much. So yeah, now you can see. We'll circle around this boat here. I'll show you this boat. There's the airport we took off from, which is where we'll probably have to land, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. It's tough. Just come right over top this little guy down here, and I'll show you on the back of it. You'll see a pad where you can land. Now I think this boat is stationary. I don't see a wake behind it, as if it were to move, if it were moving or whatever. And you can see there, right there is the pad that you would land on, and there's a hangar there also. I haven't messed around too much with the vertical takeoff and landing planes. I don't know. I don't think this isn't. Is this one? No, this is not one. Come on, you noob. This is not a vertical takeoff. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So now you'll be able to see actually what I'm looking at, which I think will be a neat thing if I can actually pull this off.
Landing gear.
We're going to bring her in. There's the carrier off our nose. Pull back that power. You can see the speed there on the left, altitude on the right, heading on the top. The little W looking thing is where my nose is pointing. The little like circle with the lines on it is where my plane is actually heading. So we're actually going towards the ship. Alright, we got lights. The runway, we're a little bit off to the left, or the right. We need to go left a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's bleed off some of this power. I think that was my problem last time. It's too much power. Bleed off a little bit. We're a little low. And... woo! Oh, shit! I hit my wing on the freaking thing. Okay, but hey, we're on the carrier. That's that's one way to look at it. All right, let's get the hook up. Bring up our flaps. Actually, you know what? We're gonna want our flaps down at least to 1. So now I'm gonna show the launch bar. So let's move over. We gotta move over there. Of course, I'm looking, but you can't see. So let's get. I gotta get turned around here. So this is the aircraft carrier. It's a beautiful carrier. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out too. It's nice and sunny, and you know, whatever else. So I definitely need to slow down. I need to slow down my speed when coming in, because as soon as I pitch up, the plane wants to. Then there's lift under the wings, and so I need to slow it down a little bit. All right, let's get lined up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up. I'm going to drop this launch bar down. We're going to lock in. And it's going to pull me up. Like so. And we're nice and cozy. And all I'm going to do, as you can see behind me there, let me grab the camera, I'll show you. You can see back behind me there. Whoa, I'm screwing this up. That thing has come up right there. So we're locked in place. We're ready to rock. So let's just sit you there. Adjust this. I'm going to mess around way too much with this camera, aren't I? Alright. Alright, we're ready to go. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to kick this thing forward, and we're going to launch. So here we go. Boom! Here we go. Gear up, flaps up, launch bar up. And we're off. Ooh, that was too sharp. Oh man,
Landing
absolutely
gear.
love this game. I love this game to pieces, man. Like I said, I'm not very good at it. It takes some practice. Well, the first thing is not actually having a joystick. Like, I'm not actually holding a joystick. Like, it's just holding the grip button and rotating my hand around. That's got a learning curve, but it's not that hard to learn. Man, sweating in this thing. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and try one more time at the landing there, and then I'll go back to the airport and probably call this an episode. This is more of just a welcome to the game kind of episode. Big city over there to our right. Alright, let's pull back that power, drop down a set of flaps. Bleed off the speed. I want to bleed it off way earlier than I did last time. I waited too long. I can't see it yet. There she is. Alright, here we go. So gear down. Drop that hook.
Landing gear.
And yeah, I'll play around with the Vtol planes. I'll definitely check those out too if you're interested. I got a couple other VR games I want to do. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is one of them. Zero Caliber. Kind of blanking on what games I own that are VR. Oh, I need to do Aerofly. I need to do the Aerofly FS. That's a good game in VR, man. I love that in VR. Alright, let's put this thing down. Let's get a successful landing here at the end. Hope you guys are enjoying the Sim Golf series. If you're watching that, I love that. I love that game. I did get a golf game for the VR, and it's pretty cool. But again, you know, it's the learning curve of not actually holding a golf club. Alright, bleed off a little bit more speed. We got a lot more of a controlled speed coming in now. A lot better. We're also holding a good altitude. We're not, I can't actually see the lights yet. We're not close enough. If anything, we got to bank left just a hair. There, we got lights. Oh, we're actually on a good trajectory. We got green. Good deal. Let's bring it in. Easy. Make sure the hook's down. It's one thing I forgot one time when I was playing this game. Or not this game, I was playing... oh, focus. Lead that power off. Back. And we're down. Now, one thing I did wrong there, a lot of things I did wrong there, but the key thing is you're supposed to throttle all the way up. That way, if you do have a missed approach, or if you miss the cables, you can take right back off and go do it again. But I forgot to do that. But it's okay, because we caught the cable, so no big deal. Let's get over there. I might be able to hit this, actually, just doing this. I might not have to do that crazy turnaround thing. Let's drop the launch bar. Yep, I locked in. Alright, we're just waiting for it to set up now. And I'll switch you guys. There's the plane we're flying. Beautiful, beautiful plane. I mean, look at that thing. Get you in the cockpit so you can see what it's like taking off of this thing. So, pretty much, you got the launch bar over here, you got the hook here, landing gear flaps. This is kind of your just flight stuff. You got like your different flight assists, you've got your lighting. There's this little MP3 player, you can play some music, which I have headphones in now. Okay, we're ready for takeoff. I guess that's what that means. You got your autopilot system here, a couple different illuminators, whatever else that is. The HUD switch, you can turn the HUD on and you can turn it off, obviously. HUD tint, so I can tint the HUD if I wanted to. The brightness, you can make it, not so brighter. The declutter, which you can change to, take away some of the other stuff, but that's a lot of necessary stuff. I got this little radar. You'll start hearing a ping, I think, unless that's for that. You got the radar. You got this. You can mute it. That way you don't want to hear the missiles coming after you. I don't know why you would do that. Got another compass here. So you got some different jettison. You can jettison some stuff. You got your seat thingy. You can raise. I can raise myself up. I can raise myself down. You got the visor trigger. You can also trigger the visor by reaching up beside your head and clicking. That's another thing. There is a HUD on your visor. I think it's that. Yeah, see, so now when I'm looking around, I actually have a HUD in that. But I don't use that too often. You've got night vision. Oops, that's not night. Yeah, there we go. That was night vision. So you got night vision. There are nighttime missions. I think it'd be cool to do one eventually when I'm a little bit better at the game. You got some different things here. We'll go over that in a different episode. This is just a map. I like to have that. That's the camera that you're looking through. I can control it using this here. This you can move around, make it wherever you need it to be, make it comfortable. You got your brake locks here, which will lock you. It'll lock your brakes. Your canopy, we'll raise the canopy. I did that earlier. You get your different engines, APU, battery, wings, and this is your comms. You can flip your mic on and off. So that's the inside of the plane. I mean, oh, flares and chaff. Okay, flares and chaff, or chaff, however you pronounce it. So, and this is your master arm, so you can turn the weapons on. I have them off. I don't want to accidentally, shoot something that, I'm not in a combat situation. There's no reason for that to be armed. So let's take off. We'll head back to the airport and go from there. So let's get ready, and we are gonna rock. Here we go. Oh man, that never gets old. That never gets old. Couldn't imagine what that'd be like in real life. That was a heck of a lot better of a turn. Ooh yeah. So what we'll do is we'll go over the city, take a little peek at the city, and what I'll do is I'll put you guys back on. Whoa! My hand is stuck on the thing. My hand was stuck on the throttle. I'll put you back in the camcorder, and we can just chat a little bit. And what I'll do is put you up here so I can chat with you. So basically, I haven't been uploading a lot recently. I've had a lot going on. Work's been extremely busy. But I am still uploading. I want to do more VR. I want to do more old games and stuff like that. Rainbow Six. I really want to do Rainbow Six, stuff like that. So right down there is a little city. My hand's stuck on the throttle again. There we go. Right down there's a little city. There will be, there's like tanks and stuff. You can destroy, you can shoot stuff, whatever. Which I'll probably do that coming up in the next couple episodes. I need to practice my carrier stuff, but I might do that off camera. But I think if we go around this mountain, should be the airport. Airport should be over there somewhere. Yep, there it is. That is a city. That is not the airport. That is not the airport. That is an entire city out there. So, but yeah, let me know what camera angles you like the best. Do you want the head motion one? Do you want a mix of a bunch of them? I could do, a mix of a bunch of different camera angles, which I like that idea because then you get everybody, everybody's happy that way. This should be right over this next hill. Yeah, there we go. There's the airport. There she is. So we'll just buzz right over top. Give a little nod or little salute thing there. Tip of the hat to the tower back there as we come in. All right, bleed off some of the speed. Whoa! I don't know why that's sticking like that. I have it set to where I grip it. Oh, if you hold, it grips. If you click, it sticks. Okay. See? I know everything about this game. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you guys back over to the smooth look, and we're going to put this bird down. Bleed off that speed. I think we're about ready. Yeah, we got to flip around. Very squeaky chair in the F-26A, or the FA-26. Extra set of flaps there.
Landing gear.
Got the landing gear caution. And where is the airport? There you are, right in front of me. I will warn you, if you have, if you get motion sick real easy, like I do, I have to take medicine before I play stuff like this because my body is telling me that we're not moving, but my brain is saying, yes, we are. We're moving. So it does play tricks on your brain. I will warn you that. Actually, a little low in my seat. I'm gonna raise, gotta raise up. I can't quite see over the. There we go. Now I can see good. All right. Lead off some speed. Gears down. Alright, time to focus, time to land. Let's baby down. Let's bleed off some more speed. See, I think I just freak out, because I got a good control over my speed here. I think I just freak out with the aircraft carrier, man. I think too much about it. It's got to be what it is. Give a little bit of speed here. Coming in over top of the piano keys now. Drop that power off and flare. And floating a little bit, and we're down. Bring it down easy. Easy, I said. Alright, get a little bit of brake. And we're down. Nice. We are home. Man, if I'd have touched down any further, I would have went into the grass. So, let me know what you guys think about this game. This is Vtol VR. I'm using an Oculus. I did not upgrade to the Oculus S or whatever it is now. I haven't upgraded to that yet. Put my wings up. That's a cool feature too. You can put your wings up. It's like if you're parking in a tight area or something like that, or you're pulling into these hangars like I'm getting ready to do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the VR thing. I feel like I want to do more VR. I finally learned how to do it, and now I want to do it more often. I really want to bring in The Walking Dead. I think you guys would like that game. Even if you don't like the Walking Dead series, which I'm not really into it anymore. I used to be into it big time, but I'm not really into it anymore. Right, let's pull on in here. Alright. We're in. Brakes on. Lights off. And we'll shut our bird down. Well, it was a good day flying with you guys. I'm glad you guys came along. Like I said, I think I want to do more of let's see. I'm gonna do more carrier landings. I'd like to start doing missions, but I got to practice with them bombs first. And I would like to hook up with the area refuel, which I'm not really sure where he's at the moment. Actually, he's right over there somewhere. But let me know if you want to see more of this game, and I will see you guys in the next video. And now I'm going to lean outside the plane and turn the video off.